Welcome to ArchRivals Football Season 4. Sponsored by Raz Energy, Steiner Sports, and Super Draft Pro. Here is your starting lineup for Season 4. Number 20, Darnell, the Playmaker, Sallins. Number 96, Alex, the Bear Man, Al-Kazzaz. And number 69, Ricky, the Master of Mayhem, Litwinkowich. Kickoff is starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It is a Wednesday night. I am here for ArchRivals Football to talk about what took place in Week 10. A lot took place in Week 10. I must recap it, but I'm not recapping it alone. Because out there in the good old state of Texas, who is surprisingly under the weather at this moment in time, I can think of 2 reasons why he should be under the weather. But I'll let him tell it yourself. The Bear Man himself, Mr. Alex, Al-Kazzaz. How you doing?
Got a sore throat, got allergies, but you know what? That's not going to stop me. I'm still coming to work, baby.
Yeah.
I always say, if you can get out of bed, if you can breathe, you can work. Unless they send you home, fine. But me, oh no.
What is home to you anyway?
Well, this is my home right here, doing what I love to do with you, brother. And as far as the weather goes, you probably, I mean, I'm sure you know this. Call me insane, but I actually like the cold weather.
I damn sure don't.
Oh, well. I mean, we're both in states where cold weather is really not supposed to exist.
But it does.
Well, I mean, I guess, I mean, I don't know about Florida, but in Texas, it depends on what part of Texas you're in. If you're up in the Panhandle near Amarillo, you know, where Terry Funk is from, then yeah, cold up there is normal. But where I'm at, it's 50-50. Oh God. And sorry if I sound weird, guys. You know, got a sore throat, got allergies. In other words, I'm ill. Even the Bear Man gets ill.
And you're gonna be ill when we kept his games even more, unfortunately.
Well, spoiler alert, guys. I've already destroyed the Cowboys, so if you guys want the full details, Cowboys talk is where you got to go. But I'll say something.
That wasn't the only team I was talking about, but we'll get to them later.
It's been a bad week for me. It's been a bad season for you, but you know what? It's at the end of the day, it's probably gonna be a bad season for both of us. But me, I'm used to it. You, it's a little bit different.
Oh man. All right, let's jump right into it. Germany saw an NFL game. They got
that's a start for a good week for you.
They got to see the GOAT Tom Brady against the upstart and surprising Seattle Seahawks in Germany. They was into a thrilling game, should I say, because it looked like Seattle had it for a while, and then the Bucs decided to roll along with Rochelle White from Arizona State. Had over 100 yards rushing. Julio Jones, we had a Julio Jones signing. He caught a touchdown pass. And the Bucs 21, the Seahawks 16. Seattle falls to 6-4. The Bucs move to 5-5. They are back at 500. Bear Man, here comes the GOAT.
Isn't he undefeated since he got divorced?
Ouch.
No, seriously.
Ouch. I didn't even think about that.
Damn. Good. Well, hey, you thank your boy Dre Day for that, because he's one who started that when I saw it.
Damn you, Dre. Matter of fact, I'm gonna test his ass right now. God damn it.
All right, so now you're gonna tell him Bear Man's now ranting about this and it's all your fault?
No, I was gonna test him. That we're live. He probably don't know. But hey, here comes Brady.
Oh yeah, and speaking of, well, we'll get to that. I did send a message to a certain team, but we'll get to that.
No, we definitely will get to that one. Then we go to Arrowhead Stadium back here in the States, Kansas City, Missouri. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the game that we knew how was going to go. But, hey, give Jacksonville credit. They hung in there tough, man. They hung in there real tough. Final score 27-17. Patrick Mahomes had a field day, and they needed every bit of it. What was the numbers again? 26 for 35, 331, 4 touchdowns and an interception.
Sorry.
Trevor Lawrence for the Jacksonville Jaguars, 29 for 40, 259, 2 touchdowns. Christian Kirk, 9 catches, 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, 6 catches, 81 yards and a touchdown. The Chiefs held Travis Etienne to only 45 yards rushing, Bearman.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Chiefs defense finally grew a set and say, we're not going to allow you to run the ball down our throats?
Well, just because it happens in one game, it's that old saying, it's one game. You can't use that. You can't use that excuse at this point. At this part of the season.
Okay.
So it's a maybe situation.
Okay. I hear. That win for the Chiefs became significant when we get to another game a little later. Pittsburgh, PA, Mr. Bearman. Pittsburgh Steelers, New Orleans Saints. Pittsburgh was coming off a bye week. New Orleans Saints coming off a Monday night defeat to the Baltimore Ravens. Now they're coming off the defeat of the Pittsburgh Steelers, 20-10 in favor of the Steelers. The Saints did not look good at all, Bearman. They did not good.
Yeah, it's embarrassing because I picked the Saints.
I mean, they didn't look good at all.
It's the reverse psychology that kills me because when I pick a team, they don't do well, and then a team, and then after that, I go against them, they do well, then I pick them, they do bad. I'm a jinx, aren't I?
17 Andy Dalton, 17 for 27, 174, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Alvin Kamara, 8 carries, 26 yards. This is just terrible. This Steelers won all that. Kenny Pickett, 18 for 30, 199 yards. Najee Harris, 20 carries for 99 yards. Deontay Johnson, 4 catches for 63 yards. Those ain't eye-popping numbers for a winning team, right?
Weird game, though. It was 10-10 at halftime, and Pittsburgh scored 20 unanswered points in the fourth quarter.
Just ugly and terrible. Just ugly and terrible, man.
Yeah, ugly and terrible. Hey, that's a good one. You got to keep using that. That was ugly and terrible, the Playmaker style.
It was. I mean, what you want to say?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A little catchphrase for you. You should keep using it.
Snowman's in the building. What's good, Brian?
How you doing, Snowman?
We'll get to your 49ers later, all right? You be patient. Game, what people are calling the game of the year. Orchard Park, Buffalo, New York. The Bills and Josh Allen hosting Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
That end of that game, that 2 minutes felt like you were at the end of a thriller film.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what a game this was. Back and forth. Who's going to win the game? Oh, the Buffalo Bills stopped Kirk Cousins on 4th and inches from the goal line.
And they immediately just cough it right back up and boom.
Fumble on the snap on the very next play by the center and Josh Allen. Eric Kendricks recovers it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. They take the 30-27 lead, but Josh Allen does what Josh Allen does. He leads the Bills down the field, gets the game time field goal to send the game in overtime. And in overtime, the Minnesota Vikings get their field goal, and then an old face decides to rear his head not once but twice to Josh Allen there, man. That would be one Patrick Peterson. Who picked him off early in the game, and he picked him off in overtime as the Minnesota Vikings got a huge win in Buffalo, New York, there, man. Now,
what a win.
I didn't name a certain player on purpose because I'm going to save him towards the end when I talk about my player of the week. So
I know who you're talking about.
So you already know who my player of the week is.
I know.
There's no doubt who my player of the week is.
Based on that certain catch, sorry, OBJ, but it's not your world anymore, buddy.
Catch of the century. But Bearman, I gotta ask you a question. Was this the Vikings winning the game, or was it Josh Allen losing the game for the Buffalo Bills?
Well, because the Vikings took advantage of the miscues, I have to give it to the Vikings winning it. Because Vikings have been giving chances before to blow them away, so you got to give it to Minnesota. And that's why Minnesota is going to destroy Dallas this week. Believe me.
All right, so you're saying for once the Vikings didn't do a Vikings, okay? Is that what you're saying?
Vikings did something great.
You know what I said, and I said it on Snowman in the morning, and Snowman can attest to this. Kirk Cousins was outdone by Josh Allen doing Kirk Cousins.
In other words, Josh Allen stole Kirk Cousins' thunder, right? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Or, as DX said in 2009, gimmick infringement?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Josh Allen became Kirk Cousins in that game. So,
that's why all these Cowboy fans are telling me that he's going to do the same against Dallas. And we should wait to it, but believe me, I pissed him off with my recap.
I can't wait to get to that game. All right. From Archer Park to Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois, the Chicago Bears hosting NFC North rival, the Detroit Lions. Oh, my gosh. So, if I remember this correctly, do I see a 24-10 lead going to the fourth quarter, better man? Home team. Did I see Justin Fields account for 4 touchdowns while running for 147 yards? Did I see that correctly?
Yep.
But do I see a final score of Detroit Lions 31, the Chicago Bears 30?
And you saw the fourth quarter, 21 points for Detroit.
Oh my gosh!
Well,
Detroit's
on a 2-game winning streak.
Yet again, Justin Fields missed to do it everything, only to what?
That's why I gotta ask: Was this the Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears, or was this the Detroit Lions versus Justin Fields?
I don't know, because it looks like from the stats I'm looking at, it was the Detroit Lions versus Justin Fields because of Khalil Herbert, 10 carries for 56 yards. David Montgomery, 9 carries for 37 yards. Justin Fields had 13 carries when he got to 147 yards. Did I say this last week? Do I need to say it again this week?
No, because some people just refuse to give Justin Fields that credit. They refuse to give him the respect.
Why is your quarterback your leading rusher? Somebody explain this to me.
Here's an answer I've heard for some people. You know what that would be?
What's that?
Because some people say that Justin Fields is the modern day Michael Vick.
You have a 1,000-yard back in David Montgomery. And you want to give him the ball 9 times? If I'm David Montgomery, I'm seriously thinking about what should I do when this offseason comes.
When the time comes, you'll know exactly what we need to do, buddy. We've been there before.
Because why is he not getting the ball? He's a 1,000-yard rusher. He ran for over 1,000 yards in 2020. 2 years ago. Why are we not giving him the ball?
I don't know, probably say because this is not 2020, but as Ricky would say, that's besides the point.
Ricky would lose his goddamn mind saying Justin Fields won the ball so much as he does.
Yeah, I know that's probably why he refused it. It's probably why when I said to him, you ought to give Justin Fields credit, and he refused to. But anyway, Ricky's gonna Ricky. What can I say?
Jared Goff, 19 for 26, 236 yards passing, a touchdown. Jonathan Williams had 16 carries, 59 yards on a touchdown. Amon St. Brown, 10 catches, 119 on the day. The Detroit Lions got to win. They are going to 3-6. They dropped the Bears to 3-7. Continue on our recap from week 10. Oh, God.
Let's get these. Let's get the two. Let's just get them over with. I've already done my rant. So
there's a game missing so far. Oh, you know what? The slide is not in order. That's why. There we go. Nashville, Tennessee Titans, Denver Broncos. Very low scoring game. Very unusual game to say the least. Derrick Henry did not do anything spectacular this game.
I mean, this is probably where Jonathan Misak would be, very disappointed. The running game, Denver's running game was trash because Latavius Murray and Melvin Gordon, both of them didn't even get more than 24 yards. And we're basically talking a combined 48 yards on 16 carries.
And Derrick Henry didn't do all that in the running game. He's a damn self for once.
Cortland Sutton, though, 6 catches for 66 yards. Okay, that's not so bad. Denver was up 10-0 at one point, and then completely shut down in the fourth quarter. That's pretty much all to say.
This probably gonna make Snowman laugh.
Ryan Tannehill came back in 19 for 36.
And outperformed Russell Wilson.
Yeah. How about that?
Ryan Tannehill, really? So we got to the point where Russell Wilson cannot outplay Ryan Tannehill. Is that where we at right now? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But speaking of outplaying, Tua Tagovailoa. Look at that. 39-17. And Tua, 25 for 32, 285 yards, and a hat trick of touchdown passes.
He played the Browns.
Yeah, well, it's good to see Tua. Tua's doing good.
Yeah, he is. This was Browns though, but look at that rushing game though.
But still, hey, Miami's 7-3 for the first time since 2001. So
Jeff Wilson Jr., a player Snowman's familiar with, 17 carries, 119 and a touchdown. Another player that Snowman's familiar with, Raheem Mostert, 8 carries, 65 yards and a touchdown. So they'll give it to Cleveland in both ways, passing and running.
The former 49er.
Nick Chubb, only 63 yards. Damn.
Yeah, bad day for Cleveland. We know that. It's the greatest gamer in the world since 1901, who's a Cleveland Brown fan, says, this is the Cleveland Browns, guys. Don't be surprised. Oh, yeah.
And now we get to the segment of the show where Bearman is not going to be thrilled. Starting with New Jersey in the Meadowlands. The New York Football Giants hosting the Houston Texans in a game that it was competitive in both aspects, but it was the Giants 24, the Texans 16. Giants moved to 7-2 on the season. That doesn't help Bearman whatsoever.
Well, it doesn't matter.
And then the downfall continues because Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey, I called this one. Hey, did I not pick the Colts?
You did pick the Colts.
You got to acknowledge me.
You did pick the Colts. And it makes me great honor because guess what I got to do yesterday on Snowman? Mm-hmm. I get to call a coach out.
Well, speaking of Josh McDaniels, apparently Davis, says, and I quote, "Rome wasn't built in a day."
Yeah, but
I mean, that is true, but
the Las Vegas Raiders, who have Derek Carr, who have Josh Jacobs, who have Devontae Adams. Granted, Hunter Renfrow's on IR. Granted, Darren Water's on IR, but you have players. Here comes Jeff Saturday, who was just doing ESPN shows the week before, correct?
Yeah.
He's been named the interim coach because they fired Frank White. What does Jeff Saturday do? He reinstalls Matt Ryan as the starting quarterback.
Yep.
Nobody knows what he's going to do.
Jonathan Taylor finally has a field day.
Jonathan Taylor goes off for whatever reason because the offensive line played better. And Josh McDaniels loses to Jeff Saturday on Sunday. In Allegiant Stadium, by the way.
Loses to Jeff Saturday on a Sunday. That's a good one.
He lost to Saturday on a Sunday. Josh McDaniels, I don't care what Mark Davis said, your ass might be gone at the end of the season. How do you lose to a first-time coach? In the middle of the season, by the way. In your own building. When you have the better roster. Now, I got to ask you a serious question, Barry, because I have to know. I think the people want to know, too. When you saw the final of this game, what was your reaction?
At the Colts and Raiders game?
Yes.
All I said is, oh, I called it. That's all I said. I called it.
Because that is just, oh my gosh.
But at the same time, I had to remind myself, yeah, I called it. But didn't I call the Raiders would win their division?
2-7.
Yep.
2-7.
But now we're going to we're going to the backyard of your team in SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California.
When I took like 4 L's in one game.
Colt McCoy, somebody I'm very, very familiar with, and I still have not forgiven Alabama for what they did, over 10 years ago.
Get over it.
Not until the Longhorns win another championship, dude. It's you don't know what it's like to be in that position. I mean, come on, you're a Florida Gators fan. You should.
You're talking to a Rams fan had to go through the Jets fishing era. What are you talking about?
Going back to the days of St. Louis, yeah, I know. When they were 3-13, then 2-14, then 1-15. Is that what you're trying to say?
Never made the playoffs on the Jeff fishing.
No, not for a long time, at least.
We're talking Sam Bradford, Case Keenum, Steven Jackson, Trayvon Austin, Stateman Bailey. For those of you who don't remember that guy, that tells you I do know my Rams history, which is a preview of what's going to happen on Rams Talk.
He's not. He's been a fan since the days in St. Louis. I mean, like I said, 3-13, 2-14, and 1-15. You remember that very well. But
the battle of the backup quarterbacks goes to Colt McCoy and the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, and Kyler Murray, because Lamar Jackson's on bye week, and then I realize he's hurt, and then I have a quarterback, but it doesn't matter. Fantasy football, doesn't matter. It's not like I have a chance anyway. I mean, it's not like I even give a damn anyway anymore. But yeah, Colt McCoy. I mean, Colt McCoy's pulled off upsets before as a starter. He did it in 2014 against Dallas when he was with Washington.
I don't even care about the numbers. Only thing I know is now, one, we lost to the Arizona Cardinals, which means we split this series with both road teams winning on the edge of the home turf. That's one loss. The second loss is now we at the basement of the NFC West.
Matthew Stafford didn't even play.
That's number 2. My quarterback didn't even play. Okay. Loss number 3, Cooper Kupp has a high ankle sprain.
And he's on IR, isn't he?
They're gonna put him on IR. They ain't put him on IR yet. But
I thought I read that he's gonna have surgery.
And loss number 4, I gotta go off on some Rams fans on Rambler Talk. Great week for me.
Oh, well, you want to talk about going off on Cowboy fans? That's exactly what I did.
Because that's the best.
Okay, because I haven't declared this before. Look, I'm not part of Cowboys Nation, guys, and I'm gonna explain why. I do love my Dallas Cowboys, but you know why I say I'm not part of Cowboys Nation? And I think my reason will make logical sense. You know why I'm not part of Cowboys Nation?
Nothing you say will make logical sense. You're a fan of the Cowboys. You're a Cowboys Nation.
No, because I don't say the same thing every year, saying this is our year. Apparently, the way it is, if you don't believe that, you're not part of it.
You're a part of Cowboys Nation. You just a sensitive. No, I want to say sensitive.
So I'm basically I'm basically.
You're in the minority of the Cowboys Nation.
So I'm the one who's actually brave enough to just simply tell like it is. Is that why I'm respected?
You do more than tell like it is. You go a step further. Like you get to a point where you just bury them out the whip. Like, dude, chill out. They got a chance in this one.
No, they will not beat the Vikings. They will not beat the Giants. Okay, they're going to be 6-5 at the end of the month. Okay, yeah, they might beat the Colts, they might beat the Texans, they might beat the Jaguars, but it's not like it's going to do anything. Wouldn't even be surprised if they choke against those teams. But and I'll be honest, I was on my show and I had MJ Hurley shout out to Third Down Thursdays, and one of the co-owners of Third Down Thursday says that it is criminal, and he means it is criminal to compare me to Stephen A. Smith, because that guy says Stephen A. Smith just does it for the attention. Me, I do it because it's my job and because I'm just telling the truth, telling it like it is. Which makes sense. I mean,
he doesn't do it for that thing. He does because he really hates Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I guess that's the difference between me and Steven. And of course, if Stephen A. Smith ever wants me on his show, he can give me a call. I'm sure we can make it happen. I would honestly, I'm sure I'm the Cowboy fan he would love to have, but he would probably say the same thing. I'm just in the minority, but the Cowboys are an absolute. I mean, you should see the message I said. I put on YouTube. I did a YouTube short video, and then I said a message to the Cowboys that they are an absolute embarrassment, and they are. The Cowboys are an embarrassment.
I mean, yeah.
If you want the full thoughts, guys, go to my show, Cowboys Talk. You'll find the recap.
I mean, I hate to do it there, man, but I think I must do it.
Do it.
Lambeau Field, the house of horrors of the Dallas Cowboys. They just can't beat Green Bay.
Just like Levi Stadium is the house of horrors for your Rams.
No, that's the house of horrors for damn near everybody. Green Bay, the Rams, whoever going that damn building.
Yeah, well, it's with your Rams too, but.
And
you're telling me the Cowboys still have a chance?
No, when we do tell you they got a chance, you be the first one that I know that I'm like, then they win. It's like, oh, they won, but this is, dude, you're like super critical of the Cowboys.
Yeah, I am. Okay, because they haven't done anything since 1996. I mean, that's the argument I had with Ricky, but yeah, they've won the NFC East. But let me remind you, 3 playoff wins. Pfft, give me a break. I mean, do I really have to make the White House joke reference again?
No, I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, because I've made you laugh too hard about it. No pun intended.
Oh boy. Sunday Night Football, Santa Clara, California. San Francisco 49ers coming off their bye week hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. Bearman, the 49ers have swept the state of California. 22-16, the 49ers, led by the running game of Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey, takes down Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Now they have beaten the LA Rams twice, and they beaten the Chargers all in the same damn season. San Fran owns California. Can we move on now?
Yeah.
And then the final unbeaten team in the league on Monday.
Well, just one thing. Didn't Justin Herbert take another big hit and then just get up like it was nothing?
Ain't nothing new.
Yeah, well. You want to talk about something new? The Washington Commanders. Taylor Heineke.
They took command and took down the last unbeaten team at Lincoln Financial Field, by the way. 32-21. We have done this multiple times since we've done our rivals and our shows, Bearman, but I guess I have to do it again. Yes, the Commanders beat the Eagles, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But will we be having this conversation if the damn refs did their damn job?
It's never a good idea to blame the refs, but sometimes the refs do frustrate you to the point where you just can't help it, can you?
So, Dallas Goedert, who was injured, by the way, not only gets injured on the play, fumbles the ball, but didn't something else happen in that play, but no flag was thrown, by the way? Or is it just my eyes the only thing that saw it? Did you see it, Bearman? Because I don't want to be the only one to think I saw it, what I saw.
I saw something, but, at the same time, the biggest problem is refs, poor officiating has been a major problem in sports for a long time, not just football.
So I did see a face mask get pulled, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in clear sight. Like, no obstruction of view. It was perfectly clear sight, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But it turns into a fumble for the Washington Commanders. That turned into a touchdown. And the Commanders never looked back since. I give Washington credit. They came and played like making fun at your field. But I do solely believe we would not be having this conversation if a face mask was called on Dallas Goddard. The Eagles would have kept the ball, and they probably would have been marching down the field to score. And probably would have been leading.
Well, it's the first meeting, right?
Yeah.
Well, Philadelphia, take your revenge in game 2. Unless of course the refs decide against it.
That's a damn shame that happened, and it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have happened, but
like I said, officiating has gone so bad. I mean, you barely touch the quarterback, you get flagged for unnecessary roughness, roughing the passer, whatever dumb crap they want to throw at you.
Now I will say this: that was a personal foul on Brandon Graham because your butt should have known when he went down to stop. You wasn't right there when he went down. You had to take some steps to get there, okay? That was your dumbass fault. Now I will give Taylor Heineke credit because, one, he knew that play was dead, so he just went ahead and went down, okay? Brandon Graham stood behind, should have stopped, but he didn't, which pretty much gave the Commanders the first down to end the game. But it's another play I want to give Taylor Heineke credit for. You remember that play when the ball flew over his head?
Yeah.
He picked it up and he threw it out of bounds. Outside the pocket, by the way. That was a damn smart-ass play. How many quarterbacks you know will pick up that football and throw it out of bounds? Matter of fact, how many quarterbacks have you seen do that? On a play like that? That was a smart-ass play because that saved them from losing about 15 yards.
It's just good that there was a receiver there because if that had been a receiver, that's called intentional grounding.
No, he threw it. He threw it past the line of scrimmage. That's all he had to do is get the ball past the line of scrimmage, which he did when he was outside the pocket. A very smart play by Taylor. Taylor Heineke is playing some intelligent football. Carson Wentz might not get that job back. But Taylor Heineke is having a Washington Commanders playing some football. Just saying. Man's playing some smart football, and he showed it on Monday Night Football with the lights on bright. All right. Okay. I got a preview earlier, but play of the week, no other than Mr. Justin Jefferson.
And just wait till he see what he does this Sunday.
10 catches, 193 yards, and a touchdown for Justin Jefferson in that big comeback win over the Buffalo Bills for the Minnesota Vikings. And guess what? I don't care what y'all say. And he gave us the catch of the century.
Mm-hmm.
Woo-hoo! 4th and 18, Bear Man.
If only Braverman was here.
4th and 18, and he did that. You know the difference between the OBJ catch and this catch?
The Vikings won.
That's the main one. But I was gonna break it down before I got to that one. OBJ was on Sunday night, primetime, correct?
Mm-hmm.
At home, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Against America's team, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's flashier, correct? It's prettier, right?
Yeah.
Lights on bright. He get past interference and he just caught the ball with his fingertips, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just his fingers. Great, correct? And it was a touchdown. But like you said, who won that game?
Minnesota.
No,
it was on the road.
No, I'm talking about the Giants game when OBJ.
Oh, the Cowboys did, yeah.
The Cowboys won that game. This game that happened Sunday, this was a 4th and 18. Meaning, if he doesn't make this catch, we're having a whole different conversation about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, correct?
Oh, yeah.
A whole different conversation. And plus, look at this. The defender actually has the damn ball. That should be an interception. Is that 2 hands on the ball? To Justin Jefferson's one hand.
Yeah.
And Justin Jefferson was the one who came down with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
More difficult, more high stakes, and sparked the comeback victory in a very tough environment, would you say?
Oh, yeah. Definitely a hostile environment, if you ask me.
Catch of the century, Justin Jefferson in this bad boy.
Unless a player in the future outshines him, but for now, Justin Jefferson's catch is right there. That spot's open anytime.
That's the catch of the century. I don't know how you can top that catch. I just don't know.
Oh, just wait.
One
way or the other, one player's gonna find a way. I mean, believe me.
Probably the only way you can top this is this happens in the end zone, and it's a game-winning touchdown.
Mm.
That's probably the only way you can top it, because that is a ridiculous ass catch. That is ridiculous. And then here are the standings. Oof. Bearman took some chances, and it didn't work.
Didn't work.
It didn't work. I have a 9-game lead now as we finish week 10. So that is that. All right, we're going to take a break here. Quick word from the sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to preview Thursday Night Football, which should be a doozy, if I do say so myself.
Pain Train Pipe Bomb Productions is now partnered with NFLShop.com. NFLShop.com, which is brought to you by Fanatics, brings you amazing team items like game day jerseys, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, team banners, and more. Check out the link below for great, amazing everyday deals on NFLShop.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ArchRivals Football. Anything you want to add before we preview Thursday Night Football, Bearman?
I don't know.
All right. Thursday Night Football, we're going back to Lambeau Field. As Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers are looking to build on what they did to the Dallas Cowboys. But, Bearman, here comes King Henry and the Tennessee Titans. We have Titans. We have Packers on Thursday Night Football.
I'll say this: if the Titans win, well, that'll justly solidify what I said. The Cowboys are an embarrassment.
Let's play a game, shall we? Because I'm interested.
I mean, am I right or wrong?
We shall see. Ryan Tannehill or Aaron Rodgers?
No, I'm saying if Tennessee wins, then the Cowboys are solidified. They're an embarrassment.
Hey, we'll get to that when the results happen. We don't have no results. That's why it's called a preview.
That's why I said it if it happens. But okay.
Ryan Tannehill or Aaron Rodgers? Let's see. Ryan Tannehill missed 2 games? Aaron Rodgers has been terrible until the Cowboys come walking in.
I mean, Christian Watson could have another breakout game.
I'm going to lean Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I'm going Packers.
Aaron Jones or King Henry?
I mean, Henry, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, King Henry, man. You gotta go King Henry. Okay. The Titans wide receiver core or the Packers wide receiver core?
Well, starting center Ben Jones is out. Amari Hooker is out, and Randy Bullock is out as well, along with Bud Dupree.
You know, the receiving cores are pushed on both sides. Both receivers cores they're not flashy. They don't do anything spectacular for me. Despite the fact Christian Rodgers actually had a 3-touchdown game against the Cowboys, which was ridiculous in his damn right. All right, what defense you taking? The Titans defense or the Packers defense?
Probably Titans.
Okay, so that's 2-1-1 Titans. All right, head coach, are we taking Mike Vrabel or are we taking Matt LaFleur?
I mean, considering that Rodgers and LaFleur don't get along. You just gotta go with Vrabel, but
they've been 13-3 ever since they've been together, though.
Yeah, well, still, I mean, Rodgers and Mike McCarthy they had the issues during those times.
So 2-1. So it's even across the board. All right. You gave the Titans injury list, but go give them again for people to remember.
Well, Bud Dupree's one of them. The starting center, Ben Jones, is another.
Of course, they don't have. Of course, Green Bay don't have Randall Cobb. It would be out Devontae Campbell. Okay. Vegas says -3 Packers. ESPN says 57% in favor of the Packers. But Tony Pollard was able to run on the Packers defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about the best runner of the league, King Henry. Ugh. And running games travels. We know this.
Yeah. So if Tennessee wins, then yeah, my point is justifiably solidified. We shall see.
I don't know. This is a toss-up. This is a flip a coin.
Yeah, but
this is a flip a coin.
Wouldn't be surprised if Green Bay got it done and Green Bay starts a winning streak despite their issues.
I'm gonna go green. I'm gonna lean Green Bay. I'm gonna lean your home team. I'm gonna lean home team on this one.
If Rodgers plays bad, does that mean Jordan Love finally comes in? Probably
Hell
not.
no.
Probably not.
I do not want to see Jordan Love at all. I really don't. I just don't. Okay. Where you lean? You leaning Titans or Packers? I'm going Packers. Packers. Okay. Clean sweep for the Packers. All righty. So that was Thursday night football. That will be tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, we have
on the gridiron.
Bearing down the gridiron. It'll be a fun show to recap what took place in week 11 of the college football season. A team that I like took a bad loss at home, which doesn't help me. But in that same conference, a team that Bearman likes took a bad loss as well. So we're gonna have some fun with some Pac-12 games. The Texas Showdown was a very interesting one, but the correct team won, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the ACC is alive and well. All of a sudden,
alive and well.
You just thought you can get rid of Nick Saban, you just can't get rid of Nick Saban. That is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Join us tomorrow for Bearing Down the Gridiron on everything college football. So, anything else you want to add, Bear Man?
Nope. It's World Cup week, so all you soccer fans out there, get ready. I've already done a preview on Internet FC.
USA. Even though they ain't gonna win it. USA.
Now they take on Wales on Monday, and then after Thanksgiving they take on England.
Oh hell! Go check.
Yeah, so basically we're going at the Cowboys will be disappointing me, and then Team USA will be disappointing me.
I thought you was Team France.
Well, I'm on both. I love both my countries, man. You know that.
I thought you were Team France first. That's all.
I was born in France and I was raised in the U.S. I love both France and the United States. Go on. My Twitter says French-American patriot. Come on. What does that tell you?
I mean, you was talking about the United States. You didn't say nothing about France, though.
Well, France is probably going to – I know that France is going to crap the bed, so there's really nothing much to talk about them anyway. They need a new manager, and I hope they get it. I've been saying that for months, but there's other countries I'm going to be rooting for, as a soccer fan.
All right. There's a lot of things happening in the sports world right about now, and we're a week away from Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Bear Man out in Texas. He finna go take care of himself so he can feel much better tomorrow, because we have a lot to get into tomorrow. On the Playmaker out here in Jacksonville, Florida. Until tomorrow, we bid you guys adieu. You've just experienced ArchRivals Football Season 4.
Click that like button and subscribe so you'll be notified when a new Arch episode is live on the air. Check out our sponsor links down below for everyday deals on Fanatics, NFLshop.com, and Points.com. Need merch? Check out www.paintrainpipebomb.threadless.com for quality merch at amazing prices. Tune in again